Welcome everyone to another episode of Nerdstradamus. I'm Dr. Pants.
I'm Lambo.
Oh my God! What is on your shirt?
Oh, it's the thing.
From the thing?
He's having a good old time. It's the 90s. I don't know. I just saw it. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Oh my God, that's horrifying. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we're here. We're here at Nerdstradamus to wrap up another week of news. We know it's been a little while, but some stuff has happened, and we need to talk about it. Mm-hmm. Lambo, what's first on the docket?
There's Pokemon Masters out there, and they're not enjoying their Pokemon Masters game as much as they would have liked.
Have you played it?
I've not. No.
Did you even download it?
No.
I did.
I'm not doing that.
I downloaded it.
Not that.
I played it.
But anyway, the producer of Pokemon Masters is actually apparently horribly disappointed in himself. Yes. So players spent about $26 million, a huge launch, huge success. I mean,
it was the biggest launch of a mobile Pokemon game since Go, which has been what, like 4 years?
Yeah. So, and to kind of talk about it like that, there's so many game-breaking bugs, and an overall, I guess, lack of content.
Yeah.
And a lot of fans are upset about this, and you know. The producer, of course, took it on himself to kind of apologize and say that this isn't the kind of game he would have liked.
No, he actually wanted to make it more like the cinematic when it debuted, and that's not what we got. So
it's never quite like that.
No,
never. Sounds like someone mastered the art of the apology.
I'm sorry for that one. But Steam announced that they're planning to make local multiplayer capabilities for certain games available as online multiplayer.
That's kind of cool.
So games like Overcooked, which are typically couch
couch
co-op local multiplayer, can now be played online multiplayer, which is cool, but Steam's pretty much taking away any reason anyone would want to leave their house and see their friends face to face ever again.
And now screen watching is going to be an art, and a true art.
I am an artist. You can ask.
Oh, God. Fortnite, there might be some rumor that they're rebranding Fortnite and possibly doing Chapter 2.
So this was a leak on the Italian iOS store. It was a picture of the 3 standard characters looking out over what appeared to be a new map that featured a river with boats driving along it, a new vehicle type we haven't seen in Fortnite. Now, there is going to be an announcement kind of thing for end of the season, and they might announce it then, so we'll just have to wait and see. But, yeah, Fortnite 2. 1 week. Chickadee China. Chinese chicken. I got nothing on that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say. That was good. You did a good job there, sir.
There's only so much I can say about Fortnite without completely alienating probably a bunch of our fans. Anyway, the other big thing, the PS5.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We did a video on this.
Yeah, when they announced the first couple of details about the PS5, it's going to be a powerful toilet seat. That's all I can say.
So we got some information about the PS5.
Yes.
Solid state drives.
Need it. It's necessary in today's world.
8-core processor that mimics the architecture of the Ryzen 2.
Woohoo!
3D audio. Now, this was stuff we actually knew about already. But the DualShock 5 is actually going to get rid of the old DualShock Rumble and put in haptic feedback.
Nice. Yeah.
But can we feel how many ice cubes are in a glass? It's going to play 4K Blu-rays.
As it should. Everything does nowadays, but yeah.
My Switch doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
And it's going to release holiday 2020.
Yeah, so we're just over a year away from this epic launch.
I mean, it could be a year depending.
Yeah.
I mean, it could release October 2020. This is technically still that holiday season.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the pre-orders to go up. I'm gonna hop right on that.
Oh, I don't know if I will or not.
I'm gonna hop right on.
We're gonna see. I gotta see what's coming out.
My poor little PS4 over there. He makes funny noises when it turns on. He has a hard time getting around. He's got a leaky bladder.
He's got a slow disk drive.
He's got a real slow. You gotta poke that thing in there.
We almost didn't get a game out of it the one time.
Yeah, it was so bad.
It was bad.
I'm hopping on the PS5 train pretty much right away.
Right. Now there are a couple more news things, but here in Nerdstradamus we don't like to get political, but we gotta talk about it. Let's talk about Blizzard in Hong Kong. And that's our thoughts. And you know what else? Trump started a Twitch channel.
And that's why Bugs Bunny looks cute in a dress.
And there you have it. So let's move on and talk about our game of the week. Now, this technically came out 2 weeks ago, but Lambo and I are still very much ingrained in this. And anybody who has been following us and watching our content regularly knows why we are probably in love with this game. This is the Somnium Files. This game was done by the scenario writer and the developer and all kinds of stuff of the 999 series, the Zero's Escape series.
Love it so much.
God.
Now, this is not a room escape style game, but it is incredibly puzzle-based, visual novel style game. Branching pathways, multiple playthroughs are mandatory, and
It'll make you question everything you believe. Yeah.
I loved where this one went. The last games kind of incorporated a little bit of the fun pseudoscience stuff that was kind of popular around the time, and then now this one mentions like Mandela Effect and so many other cool like online, urban legends and stuff like that are so popular now. That again, these
a lot of AI stuff.
Yeah.
Which is in the name.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, but it's really, really cool. It also talks a lot about dreams and the subconscious, which is very, very cool.
Yeah, so there's some Inception stuff going on. We don't know when we're in a dream or not in a dream or whatever's going on.
Just to give you an idea, though, of like how interesting this game is, Lambo and I, like, there's a branching path very early in the game, and apparently we both went opposite sides, where there were like entire storylines and endings that we both got.
And we couldn't talk to each other
We
about
could
it.
not talk about anything.
Everything I said messed him up, and everything he said messed me up.
Because, like, people were dying on one side, but not on the other. People were betraying us on one side and not on the other. Things were fun on your side, and everyone died on my side.
No one died on mine.
No, you got it. Like, I'm doing his side now, and I'm like, oh, this is so much fun. Yeah. But, yeah, it's also a very Japanese game. Very Japanese, but it is a lot of fun. It is funny. The voice acting is great and the music's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Pick it up, and especially if a visual novel game's not your thing, maybe wait till it drops for $20.
Yeah.
I think it's a $60 game. It's definitely, I mean, I'm almost 20 hours in.
I'm about 15 hours in.
And so, man, it's worth the time.
It's a game that, like, you've got to go the different paths to get the whole story. Like, a lot of the endings won't unlock until you've beaten certain parts. And bits and pieces you get from different parts of the story help you understand other endings and stuff. It's a parallel world kind of game.
And the puzzles are really, really mind-bending. We're talking Antichamber level stuff here.
How many of our viewers have played Antichamber? Are we viewers? Do we count?
I watch our videos.
Yeah, well, we have to. But anyway, that's our game of the week. But now onto our topic. Now, this is a couple weeks old, and technically like a month or so old, but it's been happening lately a lot.
Yeah.
We need to talk about review bombing. So, we were originally going to talk about this about a month ago when it happened with Fire Emblem Three Houses and Astral Chain.
Yeah.
But we missed a little bit of our opportunity, but it came back recently when FIFA 2020 released, or it's just FIFA 20.
Yeah, you know how it goes.
Yeah, but so FIFA 20 released on the Switch as called like a Legacy Edition or something.
Something like that.
It wasn't the edition that came out on Xbox One and PS4.
No.
But it got review bombed to oblivion on Metacritic. And if you don't know what review bombing is, it's basically going onto a game and giving it the lowest possible score and just slamming it with as many as possible to drop the aggregate score.
Yeah, now, so there's a lot of review aggregators out there like Metacritic, VG Charts,
Rotten Tomatoes
for movies.
Yeah.
There's at least one other big one I'm not thinking of.
Game rankings?
Game rankings.
Yeah.
There's so many out there. And then the user score, of course, is the thing that kind of gets hurt. They can't affect the critic scores.
No. But there's also the user score. But it does. But there are certain people out there who don't want to look at critic scores. They want to see what real people are saying about the game.
Right.
So for FIFA 20, it got review bombed down to like I think 1%.
Ooh.
Or maybe it was in 11%. There was a 1 in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But it was an incredibly low score. And here's the deal. I'm not the biggest fan of review bombing because most of the time it just seems like people whining because this isn't exactly what I wanted. Blah blah blah.
No.
But with FIFA 20, I did a little research into what happened.
And it can be used as sort of like a weapon or a message back to our developers.
Because FIFA 20 is, of course, made by EA, a company who a lot of people are not big fans of because of their business practices.
Yeah.
Now, FIFA 20, I looked into it to find out why the Switch version was so just ill-received.
There's so many memes. So many memes about it.
It turns out people who worked at EA said this. The game is literally FIFA 19 with a roster change. And a few small tweaks.
Brutal.
The big changes that went into FIFA 20 for the PS4 and Xbox One are just not there. There was a complete new almost FIFA Street mode, new gameplay mechanics, all this other stuff. And for the Switch, they were just like, just slap a 20 on it, give them some new player names, and you're good. Mm-hmm. And there's a reason that game should be review bombed. EA should not do this crap, charging $60 for a brand new game that's last year's model with new names. I'm not a big fan of sports games coming out yearly anyway with very little
but
mechanics.
that's a travesty.
That's literally what I assume is happening with sports games, and it isn't. That's a travesty, and review bombing is a way to send a message with that. Also, just not buying the game.
Yeah.
Don't buy it.
Because the fan base of a lot of different games, a lot of different movies, a lot of different TV shows kind of become this strange little hive mind.
Yeah.
And the review bombing is just the kind of like end game of that, kind of thing. And when we see it happened just this past week. The new Batwoman show came out. And that got review bombed down into oblivion as well.
Why?
The critic score wasn't that bad. I believe because it's seen by a lot of fans as unnecessary at this point. There are now, with that added in, 6 DC, Arrowverse shows-ish going on the CW. That's a lot. That is a lot. Mm-hmm. And people are upset at the way LGBTQ characters are being portrayed and stuff like that. And so there's a lot of stuff going on there. There's a lot of stuff going on there.
Okay, that's fair. I get like review bombing FIFA 20, but review bombing Batwoman, like if you're not happy with the way like certain characters are portrayed and whatnot, like there's a little bit of understanding there too. Yeah. What I don't understand, and I brought this up in the beginning, was Astral Chain. That was a big one. I did not understand the
when you explained this one to me, I was kind of angry.
I'm angry about this too.
I was like, I'm going to fight someone.
Astral Chain was our game of the week a couple of weeks ago when it came out, and it's really, really good.
Fantastic. Play it. People
review bombed it, saying, oh, it's not that good. The reviewers don't know what they're talking about. It's boring. But really, the people review bombing it, and it was reported as this, are people who didn't even play it and are just unhappy that it's a Switch exclusive. What do you want? Nintendo paid for this!
Plus, everybody should have a Switch. You're stupid if you don't have a Switch.
Right, you're gonna miss out on a bunch of games you can't play, like Astral Chain. Oh, and Fire Emblem. They review bomb Fire Emblem. Actually, the people who review bomb Astral Chain then said, hey, let's review bomb Fire Emblem too. This great game is getting great reviews, but we can't play it because it's only on the Switch. Shut up! Don't be whiny little... I don't even know what to say. That makes me so mad.
I was gonna say it.
There's exclusives on consoles for a reason. The console company pays money to keep it exclusive. And Fire Emblem? That's a Nintendo franchise, you idiots!
That was a pants rat.
Here's the big thing, and some people out there might be saying, well, Fire Emblem wasn't that good, deserved to be review bombed. Here's the thing, though. If you look at some of the user reviews on Fire Emblem Three Houses...
Yeah, they're garbage.
No, they're copy and pasted from the Astral Chain review bombs. Some of them specifically call out Platinum for making a bad game. Platinum was Astral Chain, not Fire Emblem! Like, this makes me mad because it's just whiny little fanboys who are like, I can't play this on my PlayStation or my Xbox, blah, 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 PS4, blah, blah, blah.
My name is John, and I hate all of you.
I'm really sorry to get angry about this,
no,
but
it's good. It's good.
But when people like review bomb these things just because they can't play it on their favorite system, that's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
I mean, the reason Platinum is making these things for Nintendo is Nintendo's giving them the money. PlayStation and Microsoft kind of backed away a while ago. We've gotten some stuff, but that's how it is.
Yeah. The hive mind of the crowd, unfortunately, follows usually some, like, the angry, loud minority of players. Right. And the online communities can be incredibly toxic. Nintendo was always not immune from it.
No.
But Nintendo communities were usually at least somewhat supportive of each other. And this has only really become a problem, I would say, once the Switch started to become more popular.
Yeah, because...
Back in the Wii U days, everybody was like, we're all get more water out of the sinking ship, please. And now, because there's so many people playing Nintendo systems now, because it's so popular, now
we're also getting in other people who aren't just shoveling the water out of the boat. They're like, our boat's the best.
Yeah. Our boat is full of Gooigi.
Oh, God.
Yeah, nothing but Gooigis.
Oh God! I want an image of a boat full of Luigi's now. But anyway,
Yeah.
One other thing I wanted to bring up though is like this is people port begging basically.
Yeah.
Do you know what Nintendo fans got criticized for? Port begging.
Yeah, I know.
You know what game was big? Persona 5.
Yeah, it still is.
You know what Nintendo fans never did though? Review bomb the game.
No.
I'm a PlayStation fan, big PlayStation fan, but like, come on, guys, let's tone it back a little bit. Review bombing can be a good tool if there's a reason to review bomb it. If the game has like very poor mechanics or is being like released and it's garbage, like FIFA 20.
It made sense when Battlefront 2 came out. And all that kind of horrible stuff is going on with microtransactions and everything.
Right, we did an episode on that. Like, that stuff makes sense. If there's bad business practices in the game, it's understandable. Or if, like, there's poor representation in a video game that you feel is maybe offensive or something in a game and you want to speak out. It's a good way to do that. But you can't review bomb a game for being exclusive. There's nothing that's going to happen there.
That's nothing but a good thing, guys.
Yeah, that's...
And gals.
Like, the game wouldn't have been made if Nintendo didn't shell out for it. Or, you know, other Sony exclusives wouldn't be made if they didn't shell out money for that. Like, I don't know what you want, guys. But that's review bombing. And that was a pants rant.
That was an epic pants rant.
Whew,
I don't know
sorry.
how to deal with that.
Whew, sorry, I'm
No, it's cool, it's cool.
I'm schvetting. Schvetting. But
He's shvetting, we're gonna schlep.
What?
Schlepping means to wander from place to place.
oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna schlep over to some other stuff. But let us know in the comments what you think about everything we talked about. Like any of the news. Are you excited for possibly Fortnite Chapter 2? What do you think of the PS5? What did you play Pokemon Masters? What did you think?
I didn't.
I played 5 minutes. I'm not a phone player. And what do you think of this review bombing thing? Like, did you play any of these games and think they really deserved the low scores they did, or how do you feel? But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Don't forget to follow us on all the social media where we're Nerdstradamus, except for Twitter, where we're NerdstradamusDL.
Down low.
And make sure to check out nerdstradamus.com, where you can get links to pretty much everywhere we are. You can check out little factoids on us and catch up on the latest videos.
And Nerdstradamus Live is where we stream.
Every Friday, most of the time.
Some of the time.
Some of the time, yeah. But that's it for Nerdstradamus. I'm Dr. Pants.
Mario Kart World Tour.
Oh, crap. Maybe next time.
A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre, fruit never expires.